Being the coach of Chelsea is like if you're a program coder and every single time you get to grips with the software, Python, whatever it is, you get told to go with a different software and use different tools. It's impossible to succeed at that club. I think Enzo Maresca's brought a lot of great stability for Chelsea. I think he's brought continuity. I think he's brought a direction in the club. What the owner's route has been instead is just replenishing players who don't need to be replenished, buying players for the sake of it, flipping players for a profit. Like, it's such an over-exaggerated method for a team like Chelsea. Chelsea looked like they could kick on from last season. Instead of building on that stability, they just rip it all up every single time. Like the summer, just because you can sign 5 different attackers or forward attackers and replace the same ones you have, doesn't mean you need to do it every single summer. And the funny thing with this method is they end up buying young players to play those young players to then sell them. So they pay an inflated fee because they're young. Yes, they might flip them for a profit or roughly the same price, but they don't give them the chance to develop. That is the fundamental part of buying a young player. And I think in that type of environment, when you're constantly getting rid of the same offensive players or the same positions, is so hard to build continuity. There's no surprise that Chelsea's best positions are the areas to have continuity and is in that midfield, right? There's no point having a project, but then throwing it to the ground every single time for a new young player. Like, it's not sustainable. And like, having a lot of top 16, 17, 18-year-olds is unbelievable, but football's not linear. They're not all going to peak and turn into what you think they're going to turn into. They've got some unbelievable players, Chelsea, in a young dynamic. You've got Kendrick Pace, you've got Estevão, you've got so many others as well. But that's not always the point. Like, João Pedro is a bit more of like a name you could say is being signed more in the here and now, could win things for Chelsea. Palmer, obviously, but Garnacho, Bino Gittins, so many signings they make where you're kind of like, did you need to do that? For what it's worth as well with Enzo Maresca, I think he's shown that irrespective of who he's up against, he can match them or be of a competitive nature tactically. I think that's a big thing to say, that in the big games against Arteta, against Pep, against Slot, whoever you name it, he's done very well. There you go. That's Chelsea's system. That's the bed they've obviously made. Seems like they might get Liam Vosnia, I believe his name is, from Strasbourg, which is some coup, by the way, considering the very dynamic club connections. I just think it's a bizarre decision. I think if I were United, I'd be knocking on his door first thing. But I don't think that's possible because I saw Ornstein tweeted that he wants to go to City, which makes sense. It's a good thing for any suitors is Enzo's shown that he could do things in the here and now. He can do things in a project dynamic. He can work with what he's given. Yes, he's had loads of money, but he's had such a lack of stability in a transfer sense that it's so hard to get that continuity. So let me know, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below. And as always, follow from Choice Content.